Good morning. Good morning. It's Sunday, May 18th, 2025. Trying to find the right mood of the music for today. Gonna talk a little finance. Yeah. Talk a little money. Moolah, there you go. How you doing? There we go. There we got a beat. Mr. T in the house as usual. There you go. All the way back from Saudi Arabia in the Middle East. Give them a thumbs up if you can. I be DJ Wonder Chrissy, this be Donnie, and together we be the DJ and Donnie Morning Show. Every day here from Chicago. Yesterday was Armed Forces Day. Today's the day after Armed Forces Day. We'll do some beer twirling here. Here you go. There you go. Twirl your beer. Oh, get your Yangling for the summer, my friends. There you go. Can you do this? Can you do this? This is a hidden talent I have. There you go. Beer twirling. I can empty them pretty quick, too. There you go. Welcome to the show, my friends. The show that never ends. How are you doing? Let's get the cowbell going, too. Gotta love the cowbell. There you go. There you go. Welcome. Let's bring the music down and get ready with the show. There you go. Welcome, my friends. There you go. Say your prayers, too, to the guy above. We always got to get this guy in there. You know him. And if you don't pray to him, maybe you pray to this person, then you can rub his belly. There you go. We be Buddha belly rubbers there. You go. And we've, as usual, we got the sound machines in house too. Yeah, there you go. Whatever. There we go. No coffee this morning. I just hit the button on the coffee machine. It's a little early. For the coffee. Maybe my pal will give me a cup when it's done. I don't know. I doubt it, but we'll see. How are you guys doing? It's a cold Sunday morning here in Chicago. 53 degrees Fahrenheit. Going up to maybe 65 today. Did someone say weather? Oh, Levi Martin. Where are you from, Levi? That'd be Gene. You'd be Gene, man. Levi Martin. Are you out in Utah? You sound like a Mormon. Oh, barbecue bacon. Yeah, I could go for one of those right now. I'd love some apple smoked bacon right now. I'm hungry as hell. I hadn't had breakfast yet. It's only 8:19 here in the Midwest. I don't know where you guys are hailing from. Hit the like button. Be the first person to hit the like button. Oh. Kudos to Levi and John Doe. That's original. Bubba Smith. Oh, there you go. Levi's here in the Midwest. Bubba from Mississippi. Spell that backwards. Oh. Is that a blanket for the U.S. Army drag racing team? No, that's just a flag. That's just a flag, my friend. Oh, John Doe, so creative. There you go. John Doe. Some applause for John Doe there. Yeah, John Doe. Gotta love him. Whatever. There you go. So let's start the show with something a little bit different today. Let's see if we can, because we're going to be rumbling. I think we're going to be rumbling. We're going to be rumbling here, so let's get ready to rumble. You know the drill.
Let's get ready to rumble.
There you go. Let's try that. Was short. Let's try that again. God, that was really short. He'd be rumbling short.
Let's get ready to rumble.
There you go. There you go. Let's what else do we got here? Here we go. Let's play a little bit of this.
It's over. We are screwed.
No, we're just beginning. We're just beginning. Don't say it's over.
It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Oh. Oh, there you go. There you go. Some Joey Bergen in his prime. Nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. Just hit your head.
Have you guys ever been to Uranus?
Has anyone been to Uranus? I don't know. Oh, there you go. There you go. What's going on? Oh. You're all about gardening now. Okay, Satan. Satan in the house. We got our anti-Satan right here, my friend. There you go. We'll give you a little fart button. There you go. There you go. Satan probably knows this person. Let's see. Oh, where is the person that I was looking for here? Where is that person? Let's bring up my other thing here. Oh gosh, I'm disorganized today. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you're ready for Sunday. It's old to you. All right, so let's talk a little bit about banks. Let's talk a little bit about banks after, let's see here. Let's bring the horses out first. We got to bring the horses out. Bubba Smith in the house. Ryan, the Bears are going to beat Bishop. Yeah, we got a Pope in Chicago. I need to get myself one of those Pope hats. Need to get myself a Pope hat. This is the closest thing I got to a Pope hat right here. My white MAGA hat. There you go. The closest thing I get to my Pope hat. There you go. Let's get the Let's get the train rolling. Yes. It's the Trump train. It'd be rolling down the tracks. Screaming liberals in the house. Oh, where did Satan go? Oh, there you go. Oh. Yes. Get your liberal tears at wal-mart. There you go. I got mine. This is good stuff. There you go. Bubba Smith, the Confederate man in the house. How you doing, Bubba? How you doing? I saw Kid Rock had a Tesla Cybertruck all done up as the what do they call that? The General Lee. Yeah, he had one of the Tesla Cybertrucks all wrapped up to be the General Lee there. How about that? Anybody see the Kid Rock concert last night? I hope so. I missed UFC last night. I usually hit the good old UFC, but wasn't able to watch UFC last night, so there you go. Have to do without it. How are you guys? How are you? Where did everyone go? Hit the like button, please, if you like the fart button. There you go. Does anybody have one of these? I got one. The fart button. Oh, that was juicy. There you go. There you go. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. What else can we do for you here? Oh, what else do we got for you? Let's see what we got for you. Oh, maybe this is what we need this morning.
Well, and he did a good job on like
He can't hit a ball 50 yards. I think I'm in very good shape. I feel that.
calling to the conservative grassroots.
Oh, maybe we need this. Remember Bozo's Circus?
Every weekday at noon, Bozo's Circus is on the air. With the world's greatest clown, Bozo, in the world's goofiest going south. Bozo's Circus also stars our Cookie Cook Cookie. Every performance features one of the world's greatest circus acts in feats of precision and daring that will leave you breathless. And you can see kids just like yourself playing fun games that you can play.
Bozo Buckets in the house.
Join our cast of thousands.
Look at all the people smiling.
Excitement of everybody's favorite.
Looks like Joey Bergen in the house.
Circus here on Channel 9.
There you go. Joey Bergen's circus is over. Thank God. Thank God Joey Bergen's circus is over. What do you think of Joey Bergen's circus? What do you think of the old circus? Love yourself some Joey Bergen? How about some Kamala Harris? That's the one we really love.
Most liberal United States senator.
Somebody said that, and it actually was Mike Pence on the debate stage. But
Yeah. Well, actually, the nonpartisan GovTrack has rated you as the most liberal senator. You supported the Green New Deal. You supported Medicare for all. You've supported legalizing marijuana. Joe Biden doesn't support those things. So are you going to bring the policies, those progressive policies that you supported as senator, into a Biden administration?
what I will do, and I promise you this, and this is what Joe wants me to do, this was part of our deal. I will always share with him my lived experience as it relates to any issue that we confront.
I'm the most.
There you go. A little cookie Kamala for you today. Yeah, what's this? What's this? What else we got here? Here you go. Some more Kamala.
Just over 100 days stand between us and a fundamental choice about the future of the United States.
Remember these days?
So if we want to live up to the promise of America, the promise of freedom, opportunity,
Oh,
and justice,
God.
then we have to organize.
Thank God no one listened to this.
And grassroots support have made history. That is why we are kicking off a weekend of action to donate, make calls, and knock on doors. And we need you, every one of you, because we are a people-powered campaign, and we need
Vote for
everyone
Kamala,
to go out
folks,
there
for dog
So
catcher.
I ask, are we ready to get to work?
I don't think
I know
so.
what the answer is. So please get involved at KamalaHarris.com. Let's win this.
Let's win this. Not. Oh, those are the good old days, huh? Those were the good old days. Now we're wearing papal hats and stuff. So what's going on out there? What is going on? Everyone just kind of, where did you go? Where did you go? I got 2 likes and then people left. There's no one wants to interact with the DJ or Donnie. Got Donnie here too. We also got Back to the Beach Biden here. Look at that. Back to the beach, Joey. Back to the beach, Biden. He's here. He's here. He's got some confidential papers he's picking up. He's picking up his cases of confidential papers that he left at my house. There you go. There you go. There you go. Oh, it's Sunday. Everyone must be saying their prayers. You must be saying your prayers. Oh, Sam 7, where you been, my friend? How are things in Germany?
They just want to use propaganda to steal your vote. The left is trying to tout this woman as policy. They just want
There you go. Let's go back to the RNC. This beautiful little black woman here. She's the anti Jasmine lady here. She's a beauty.
They don't want to talk policy. They just want to use propaganda to steal your vote. The left is trying to tout this woman as a savior for the black community, but all she's done is hurt the black community since she came into the game. See, the first step in destroying the black community is to dismantle the black family. So aside from her record as a prosecutor, why don't we ask Mrs. Willie Brown if Kamala Harris cares about black families?
There you go. There you go. Going back to the RNC. Sorry about that, my friend. Sorry about that. Was that a couple of days ago? I didn't bail out of anything today. So there you go. You got us. You got us today. How are things in Germany? How are those automobile tariffs? How are the factory workers at the BMW plant? I love them. Love me some BMWs, but I don't think I can afford one now. Can't afford that BMW like I used to. Let me put my BMW hat on here. There you go. I'm a loyal BMW product person. Oh, keep working, my friend. Keep working. Keep churning out those BMWs. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to buy an SUV or something. They make those in the good old United States. They do. They make all the X stuff here in South Carolina. They make the BMW X cars here at Spartanburg for the whole world. If you want a BMW SUV, it's made in America. There you go. People are laughing about it. It's a screamer. It's a screamer. My nephew is over in Romania today. He was in Hungary last night. Check out the Born of Osiris death metal band. He be in Eastern Europe right now. He's tour. I think the last time I talked to you, he was starting his tour. He was in Hanover. Yeah. He doesn't have much money, so they're not going to get much. So there you go. There you go. But yeah, he was in Czechoslovakia. Now he's in Hungary and Romania. I forget where he's going after that. He's going to be out there to the end of the month. So he started with a few days in Hanover. I think they need to pick up all their supplies there in Hanover, and there you go. There you go. Do you think banks are becoming yeah, they are. Let's talk about banks. You need to be aware of what's going on at your bank, although a lot of banks don't tell you anything. Even though repo of cars are up, but that's the large banks. Your small, medium-sized bank, you're right. They can't be trusted. They can't be trusted. And I wanted to show you, here's a quick little tool. This is a free tool, weissratings.com. You go in there and you put your bank name in right there. You put your bank or your credit union. They got credit union and bank ratings here. And it rates all the banks. And here's the thing that I'm concerned about. About a year ago, there was about 5,800 banks. 5,800 banks. Today, there's only 4,400. Banks are merging, my friends. Bad banks are going out of business. You can see here, here's the really good banks. Here's the second class banks. Here's your middle of the road banks. Here's your poor banks. Here's your very poor banks. There's 81. I think about a year ago, this number was pretty much the same. But the total number of banks has decreased because there's a lot of merging going on. Oh. So I actually have a friend who runs a business and he uses this bank. I told him about it and he looked at this. He's like, holy shit. The bank that I do my business at is rated as D plus, or is it D plus? You need to be aware of how your bank is. This is a website. This really calls out the good and the bad banks pretty well. But you can't even rely on this tool because there's a concept among the banks called extend and pretend. A lot of your community banks, they like to play this game called extend and pretend. And let me explain that. Yeah, commercial banks are done. You can put a fork in the commercial banks. It's just a matter of time. They're slowly heading for bankruptcy. That's just a fact. But your local banks got problems too. But it's hard to see those problems because they employ a strategy or a tactic called extend and pretend. And here's how that works. What they do is when you're loaned on your car, your RV, your motorcycle, if you're unable to pay that, they won't repossess it. No. All the repos going on right now in the system are all these buy here, pay here car dealers, those real small car lots where they do the financing for you, or the big mega people like Wells Fargo and Chase and what's the other one? Capital One. Those are the ones that are repossessing the cars. But your local credit unions and banks in your community, they will try to work with you to the ends of the world to not have to repossess that car. They will extend your payments for you. They will give you like a couple of months off of payments and extend, like I said, extend and pretend, extend your duration of your loan, sometimes charging you a small fee, sometimes not. The reason they do that is if they don't, once they repossess that car, they have to write that off. They have to account for that on their books. They do not at all costs. Banks hate to write anything off because when you write it off, it then becomes public record and your shareholders and the government get to see that. So that's why they employ this extend and pretend tactic at all costs. They do not want to repossess your car or RV or whatever, your home, unless they really have to. Some banks will go 2 to 3 years before they repossess anything. They'll go through extending your loan, refinancing your loan, doing whatever they can do so they don't have to record that loss on the books. Well, right now they're not. When Janet Yellen was working, thank God she's gone. She did not want to touch any banks unless she absolutely had to. there was just one or two in the last year. There was one here in Chicago, really small bank that went under. That's why the number of banks has gone down by like 1,400. Okay, here you go. This number, I told you, this number used to be like 5,800 banks. There used to be 5,800 banks. As of today, there's 4,400. So 1,400 banks disappeared. Banks don't just disappear, my friend. This is what happens to banks. They get bought up and absorbed to other banks. The weaker banks get bought out and they become the capital of whoever buys them. So in the past year, we've had 1,400 banks that got cannibalized by larger, more money hungry, more efficient banks. It's happening here in my area, left and right. We used to have a lot of they call them like state banks. They used to be like the State Bank of Algonquin or the State Bank of Elgin. Those all disappeared. We had a big credit union come into state from Michigan. The Michigan State Employees Credit Union came into Northern Illinois and probably bought up like 10 banks in the last year. So that's what's happening. Banks are being bought out by other bigger banks, more efficient banks, and being absorbed into the system. So the bigger banks are getting bigger. The medium-sized banks are getting bigger. The small banks are getting bigger. And the inefficient banks are just going out of business. They're going out of business. But they're not going to forget about your loans. I'm telling you that. They're not going to forget about your loans. You still got to pay your loans. Oh. Credit unions are usually a better deal. Yes, I save my money at a credit union, and their rates are pretty good. Their rates are pretty good. And if you go to the weissratings.com, there's also a section for credit unions. And let me see if I can bring that up. Oh, there you go. Here's your credit union section. There's 4,700. So there's like 300, I think like 300, 500 credit unions that have disappeared in the last year. But look at here. They've got 158 credit unions that are not doing so well. Not doing so well. You can go in here and you can click on that and see all these banks. Here you go. These are all the banks. Here's one right here in Illinois, LaSalle, Illinois. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Good time. Here's one in your state, Greenwich, Connecticut. Arnold Baker's Employees Federal Credit Union, about ready to go under. About ready to go under. There you go. There you go. There's a lot in Texas, too. There was a lot in Texas. So here you go. You can just go through here and look at these banks. These are about ready to go under. So be careful. Check your bank on this this application and see how it's rated. It doesn't lie. This website is very good tool. I use this tool a lot when I buy CDs, certificates of deposit, on Charles Schwab and in any other brokerage firm that I deal with. So there you go. Oh, they take my cash. I don't do business with them. Well, they'll be more than happy to take your cash. They love your cash. If you give them a lot of cash, I think it's over $9,000 at once, they got to report that to the government. So be careful what you do with your cash. I'd rather have my cash close to me and accessible like I have here. Look at here. There you go. This is where your cash should be, where you can use it. Because when the stuff hits the fan, the banks ain't going to give anybody anything. They're going to close for a couple of days. You're not going to have access to your cash readily when the grid goes down or the Russian hackers get into the system. There's a lot of things that can happen that cause your bank to immediately close up and not give their money to anybody. You need to be prepared. You need to be prepared, my friends. We talk about this all the time. You need to have some of this stuff accessible at all times. You need to have some of this stuff close to you too. This is God's money. This be God's money. This has been money for 5,000 years. This has been money for like 250 years. See the difference? See the difference? This never loses its value. This is continuously losing its value. Continuously. There's like 98% of this is gone. There's only 2% purchasing power left in this stuff. So there you go. Yeah, when they did, the Russian hackers and the Chinese hackers can turn off that internet pretty easily. I just read a report about a week ago that said that the United States government had confirmed that some of the electric companies had been buying transformers from China. And they went in and they looked at those transformers, which are being used on our electrical grid. They had a back door in them. These transformers, which were purchased and applied to the American energy grid, had a back door allowing the Chinese government and hackers access to our grid. That's not good. That's not good. So I urge you to be prepared. Be prepared. It's the only way to be. And if you're not prepared, you're going to be screaming. There you go. There you go. So check out weissratings.com, WEISS ratings.com. Okay. Yeah, we need to manufacture more stuff, I'm telling you. What this guy's trying to do is a huge undertaking, but it's what needs to be done. It's what needs to be done. We need to bring back key manufacturing. And there's a lot of, when you sit there and you think about it, there's a lot of key manufacturing that should be done in the United States. 90% of pharmaceuticals come from foreign countries. 90. Can you imagine what would happen if China got pissed at us and decided not to send us our drugs? Everyone with TSD, Trump derangement syndrome, would go crazy. They would go crazy. All right, Good Times just got a new generator. That's a good move. That is a good move. You won't regret that, my friend. Make sure you test it out. Make sure you test it out. Make sure you keep it powered up. Make sure that you're prepared for when the power goes off, because it's going off someday soon. Believe me, it's just a matter of time before some bad things happen here in the good old USA. There was something that happened in Palm Springs yesterday. Did you hear about that? You might want to Google that. Google Palm Springs, California attack and see what comes up. See what comes up, my friends. And it might make you a little bit gun shy after you read that article. There you go. So there you go. Good times. Well on his way to being prepared. Oh. Quantum reality. You should take if they prescribe your pills for you for TDS, you ought to take them. You don't show up every day here and look at Mr. T in the face. That's not going to help. That's not going to help. Maybe some of this will, though. Have yourself some Yangling. That'll help you. Yeah. Open eyes. There you go. You looked it up. Wow. Yeah. Read that article. Palm Springs yesterday with some bad actors doing something yesterday in California. So, is it related to James Comey's post of a couple of days ago? I don't know. But the FBI and the ATF be in California checking it out. They're checking it out right now. There you go. All right, so let's get some music playing. Let's close this show out. Hit the like if you would, share and subscribe as we try to get some music going here. Thanks for joining today. It's Sunday, May 18th. Have a great end of your weekend. Get ready for Monday. Yes, Monday, that day that you got to go back to work. You guys got to go back to work. I don't work, so I don't go back to work. I never work. I'm done working. I saved my money. And I prepared, so now I don't have to go to work. There you go. I hope you can do that too. Listen and check out our website and check out the channel. A lot of financial videos out there under Schwamsey. Check out the Schwamsey playlist, my friends. A lot of financial stuff out there to help you get ready for retirement. There you go. Am I a believer in God? Oh, I don't know. I got my Pope hat on and got this here and rubbing some bellies here. Let's rub some bellies. Got the Buddha in the house. It's Happy Buddha. Happy Buddha. Hope you're happy. Pray for God. Pray for Mr. T. It's the DJ, over and out.